Aaron Watson is a guy who's never done what others felt he should do. He always did what he wanted to and what he needed to and what would make him happy along with his family and his fans. Aaron Watson was started off in Nashville like a lot of musicians, uh, and he was playing at all the bars and stuff trying to get a record deal signed. And one day, a big record company called him up and wanted to have a meeting with him to try and sign a deal with him, but he would have to come to terms with them and settle. And they wanted him to change his appearance and how he looked in order to appeal to the new generation of country music. And then they wanted him to change his music and stray away from what his roots were and what he had grown up on. And he didn't want to do that. He didn't want to leave him himself, like uh, not be himself and show everybody what he is not about. And, and to sum it up, live a lie. And so he turned it down and went back to Texas and ended up playing all the honky tonks and bars around the state. And he he actually said in a song after he had not necessarily made it big, but made a name for himself. He wrote a song, and one of the lyrics in that song said, "I became an overnight sensation in just over 10 years," and that kind of goes to show he never uh, stopped chasing his dream of becoming a country music singer, and he always wanted to be that. He didn't want to be anything else. And with that being said, he the song "The Arrow" is a song that describes his personality, and ultimately how a well-lived life should live, and how we should all live our lives. And actually, going back to Aaron Watson being who he is, his last album he came out with was actually a uh, it was an all Texas country music album, and it actually the album cover was him uh, posted up in front of a brick wall with Texas flag painted on the wall behind him, and he had his head hung down with his guitar over his head, kind of in a rebellious pose, and that was to protest the new country music like Florida Georgia Line, the bro country era now. And this song, "The Arrow," one of my favorite first lines from it is "So promise me before you go follow your arrow, you will pray to never stray from straight and narrow. Be steadfast and steady, always be ready. Aim for the stars in the sky, take heart, pull it back and let it fly." And that just says to uh, always keep chasing your dream and never stray away from what your dream is, and to accomplish that. And he says to aim for the stars, and that just set your goals high so that you have a lot to live up to. And take heart, pull it back, and let it fly. That's just take a shot, take your shot, and always always do what you need to do to go get that. This song is not necessarily saying go be a rebel and don't do what you're told, but to stand up for yourself and what you believe in, and to have an unconquerable soul that never rests. When you shoot an arrow into the distance with a bow, your dream is the arrow, and you have to go get your dream. And on the way there, there's going to be trials and tribulations. And in order to get your arrow, you're going to have to be kind of caring and kind, and but also you need to have that kind of "don't mess with me" and "don't get in my way" kind of attitude. And you never need to stray away from it or abandon it, because it could lead to your loss of happiness. And when I heard this song for the first time, it really hit me, because I used to never really have high expectations for myself unless I was playing sports. But as I found out, even if you're good at a sport, you have to have the grades to go play that sport. And when I heard this song, it was right after I lost both my Division I scholarships from Texas State and Louisiana Tech uh, to go play linebacker for them. And that was just because I didn't have high expectations for myself in the classroom. And when I heard this song, it inspired me to always stay on my path and do what I need to do to achieve what I want, and to aim for the stars. And that ultimately should be our goal in life, is to make ourselves happy, and uh, not others, not to please others, but to make ourselves uh, our main interest in our life, as well as the others we love and we care about. And I believe that's what we should always be living for, is to be happy. And with that being said, go follow your dreams and be the arrow.